This is something that I really wish I could claim as my own, but it's not, guys. So all credit where it's due. To get 2.7 million damage in the new Speeder Bike Raid going in with a solo Leia. Shout out to my boy Ecliptic Ender. He is the guy that figured this out. I think this was done on the Raid Discord server. Links to that in the description below. They figured it all out. They did the strategies. They got the modding down. I'm just testing it and trying to spread it out wider to everybody at home so that you guys can get maximum damage in this new raid just by using GL Leia. Let's break this down. So the thing I really like about this particular setup, guys, is that as far as I've seen, as far as I've noticed, this is completely independent of RNG. RNG doesn't come into play here. I did this the exact same way, using the exact same moves in the same order 3 times back to back and got the exact same result every single time, which is fantastic. Now it does come down to modding. You need to hit certain thresholds in order for this to be successful. Okay, so we're going to talk about them just now. The first thing that we want to make sure is that we have got at least 540 speed. You can see my layer here is 551. We need to have a crit avoidance arrow. That's going to increase the amount of damage that we do with timber, which is going to help us get through those stages a little bit quicker. You also want to try and have as much max health and as much protection as possible. That's going to give us additional shields, so you want to try and get that as high as possible. Ideally, you do want to have more health than this. If you've got her at Relic 9, obviously, you can afford to lower it a little bit, but not really below 100,000. I would often actually advise get to about 110 at Relic 9. That's giving an additional 90% on top of that, and you should be maxing out your stacks of shield. Same for protection. If you've got about 110,000 protection, you are going to get the maximum benefit out of that. Now, I've gone a little bit different to the recommended modding. I've thrown a crit damage triangle on here. You could go for health to help boost that health a little bit higher. I've gone for crit damage here as that gives us a little bit additional TM when we evade. And the rest of it is just making sure you have at least 80% potency. I've got 108% here. It's complete overkill. 80% gives you the maximum benefit from the raid. And I think you just need at least 6,000 physical offense. Okay, it's a little bit tricky to do that on Leia because she's a tank. She doesn't actually naturally gain a whole lot of offense. And if we're trying to boost that potency up, it can be a little bit difficult to push that damage percentage up. Now, I do have a Hot Utils loadout for this. If anybody wants to run my particular mod loadout, go on to Hot Utils, search for the Scribe Leia Speeder Bike Raid loadout in the definitions there, and you should be able to load in with this sort of setup. Obviously, you need to have the mods for it, but that should get most of the work done for you. So, let's talk about the actual raid itself. What do we need to do? It's very important that you use the exact moves at the exact moment. It might seem a little confusing at first, but actually, once you nailed it down, it's actually quite straightforward because the first couple of waves are very, very easy, and the run takes about a minute and a half, which is just perfect, really. So, wave 1, where we're just going up against the Scout Trooper recruits, all you want to do is when you have this ability of cooldown, open fire, you use it. It's got a 2-turn cooldown, so you just basic, focus on one Scout Trooper at a time, basic, and then you go back to using the AoE. And that's all you do for wave 1. Just keep doing this until all the enemies are dead. You should end up with, I think it's 4 stacks of evasion, which is this little goggly item over here. There we go, we've cleared wave 1. Now we get to the Scout Troopers, okay? 2 Scout Troopers just here. We want to do a similar sort of thing, focus on one, and we're just going to use this event ability, the second special ability, one last time to get up to 5 stacks, and then you're just going to go in auto basic. You do this until you clear the second wave. Honestly, no real issues there. You don't have to worry. As soon as you finish the wave, you're about to have your first Shadow Scout Trooper, and this is where you use your first ultimate. Now, you do not need the ultimate on Leia in order to do it. I don't have ultimate on Leia, but in the Speeder Bike Raid, she has the ultimate. So we use that, and it gives us a big boost in points. Lovely. Now you want to focus down on the Shadow Trooper Commander, not the Shadow Scout Trooper, sorry, just the Scout Trooper Commander. And just go auto basic. So you do auto basic to clear this wave. Don't worry about anything. Just let the game play itself. Let's go. Eventually they will die. This, as far as I can tell, there's no RNG. Just make sure that you are ready to take it off auto once the wave is completed. You've got your ultimate once again, so use the ultimate. Now this is completely, like, zero RNG involved in this whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. You can always get to this without fail, no matter what. Okay, so this is where you have to really start focusing on the moves that you use. Okay, we want to start off targeting the Shadow Scout Trooper. Just do a basic. Then you go to the Scout Trooper Commander, you basic. Okay, then you use the first special. That's going to give us a little bit of jam. Then you use 3 basics in a row. 1, 2, 3. And now we are going over here to the Shadow Scout Trooper. Now we are going to use the second special. Boop. Then you basic. Then you use the first special. You have to do it in this order, guys. Then you use the second special. Then you use the basic. Then you use the first special. Then you use the second special. Then you use a basic. Then you use the first special. Then use the second special. Now, you should be able to basic the Shadow Scout Trooper, basic the Scout Trooper Commander, and then you'll be on the final wave with your ultimate fully charged. Just like that. Ultimate, and that will give you max score. You have to use the moves in that exact order. Okay, in that exact order. There will be a description for the moves down below in the comment section. And that will get you it every single time. Okay, so that's 4 times in a row that I've done this now. Let's go in. I'm going to discard this, discard it completely, and we'll go in again, and we'll do the exact same thing just to show that the RNG in this is next to none. Okay, there is no RNG in this, as far as I've been able to see. As long as you do the exact moves in the exact order with those mod setups, you should be absolutely fine. And like I said, it takes about a minute. The first couple of phases, very, very easy. You just want to make sure if you've got the second special available, you use it. Then it's basic, basic, second special. Don't even have to watch the game, just look at the buttons. Basic, basic, second special. Basic, basic, second special. And then you just need to use that second special once in this second wave. Basic, basic, second special. Then you can put it on auto basic until you clear out this wave. As soon as you clear out this wave, we're going to go straight into the ultimate. So there we go, just basic once here. Second wave comes, first Shadow Scout Trooper is here. We kill him with the ultimate. Now we target the Scout Trooper Commander. You go straight into a basic. You let it run. Let it run entirely. You don't have to worry about anything. We're just doing this to kill the enemy, build up our ultimate for the next wave where we're going to kill the second or the third Shadow Scout Trooper, sorry, with an ultimate. So here we go. We ultimate. And again, this is where you have to concentrate now on making sure you get the moves right. So you always start with a basic on the Shadow Scout Trooper. Then you go to the Commander, you do a basic. Then you do special 1. Then it's 3 basics on him. 2, 3. Now we go over to the Shadow Scout Trooper. We do second special. Then we do basic. Then we do first special. So now you're just doing basic, first special, second special. Okay, until the Shadow Scout Trooper dies. And it should go without a hitch. So again, basic, first special, second special. Now we should be able to go basic, and then ultimate. You see how it literally, there is 0 RNG. It works every single time. I love it. I absolutely love it. There is no problems doing this. So absolute shout out to Ecliptic Endor and the boys over at the Raid Discord. Again, links to those in the description down below. Make sure you join there for complete flawless way of locking in 2.7 million damage. Absolutely flipping love it. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, if that is not worth a like and subscribe, I don't know what is. Make sure you check it down there. Let me know, did you successfully replicate this? Yes, mine is a Relic 9 layer, but I think if you hit the modding, it shouldn't matter. So let me know in the comment section down below, guys, did you get your max score? And until the very next video, peace out, and may the Force be with you.